The challenger makes his way to the ring. The suplex assassin, Alex Kane.
Shout out wrestling over everything. Bro, locked in. Alex Kane, locked in. I usually chat with Alex a little bit. He had those headphones on pretty much all day, man. He knows what he's here to do.
Focused. Laser focused. One of the most dangerous, one of the most powerful pound for pound guys at any level of wrestling right now. Alex Kane, your challenger for the Action Wrestling Championship. And your champion makes his way to the ring now. Four major tag team championships in his possession, along with his partner Dominic Garrini. In Violence is Forever, including the Action Wrestling Tag Team Championship. He's the double champion here. And of course, the Action Championship itself. Kevin Koo with another big defense, defended the title in an impromptu match on Monday against Cole Radrigan. Now trying to get in the head of Alex Kane here.
Introducing first, to my right, the challenger. He weighs in at 230 pounds from Suplex Island. He is the Suplex Assassin, Alex Kane! And his opponent, he is one half of the reigning C4 Black Label Pro, Southern Underground Pro, and Action Tag Team Champions. And he is the reigning and defending Action Champion. He weighs in at 190 pounds from Birmingham, Alabama. He's representing Violence is Forever. He is Kevin Koo!
Kevin Koo, in addition to holding the Action Wrestling Championship, also a top 10 ranked contender for the IWTV Independent Wrestling World Championship, which we will see defended later on tonight in our main event, AC Mack versus Alan Angels. But right now, directly in front of us, eyes on the prize, Alex Kane challenges for this Action title. Right away here, you'll notice Alex Kane does have an amateur background. Koo is somebody that is, I think, by virtue of training with his tag team partner Dominic Garrini, become an increasingly dynamic grappler and mat wrestler, Mose. So while I would still give Kane the slight advantage, especially with the weight advantage, Koo, no slouch. Look at that. Koo looking for, he's got the hooks in.
Trying to get the hooks in deep.
Yeah, he got a little too cocky. You can't get that cocky against a guy the level of Alex Kane. Kane floats through. Now we still got people trickling in this building. Want to thank everybody here at Noonan High School for having us. Action right on the money tonight. Great crowd, great energy here in Noonan, Georgia. Koo trying to just get control there, I think. Kane, if you look at Koo, he really doesn't have the hooks. He's got that one leg trapped. He's trying to avoid getting, just trying to maybe to slide into guard, but I think he mainly just wants to keep Kane from getting mount.
Yeah,
that's
exactly the plan.
I started to say it looked like he was trying to shift for guard. I really don't think he was. I think he was just trying to avoid Kane in a mounted position. Woo!
You see Koo play Kane's game, and now Alex Kane maybe going to play the Violence is Forever game. Oh, he yanked that headlock, bro.
Sure did. Ooh, Koo.
Well, Kevin Koo's in the best shape of his life right now. He's meeting that wall of a human being and still standing.
Test of wills here. Koo change speed, gets it. Not something I would have predicted. Kane gets dropped out, but gets punted here for his trouble. Does the challenger early on. Is Koo going to the top rope?
He absolutely
You don't
is.
see that every. Oh man!
Hey!
And that was a tactic that we don't normally see from the suplex. Oh goodness!
And he was quick to take advantage of it.
Ended hard and awkwardly. Don't normally see that tactic from Alex Kane, but it's a title fight. You know, he wants to walk away, the new champion. Maybe able to bend some rules a little bit there. Koo created some space with that boot. Oh no, God! I don't know if you call that a suplex or not, but you absolutely call it painful. Koo tried to charge in. Kane.
Challenger
Following
not
up, change of speed, big splash! Bang!
The sound that made here. Ugh.
Big time thud.
Kane says count him out. I mean, he knows he can't win the title that way, but I think he knows that what this is just making Kevin Koo earn this. Yeah, look at, I mean, the grimace early for Koo, who could have took an extra couple seconds there. He didn't want you, maybe the mental game there.
Yeah.
But,
just drops him straight back.
cover.
Your cover.
That lower back is, I mean, it is hurting a lot early for Koo.
Yeah, this is awfully early. That's a great point, Mose. This is awfully early in a matchup to be in this position. Koo's a guy that will sometimes like to take his time. And he landed very awkwardly there.
Yeah, he did.
Very, very awkwardly on the impact.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if I want one more of those, Alex Kane. That might be a felonious offense.
Kane just sizing him up.
This is bad news for our champion, for Kevin Koo, who, is Kane, yep. Golly, throws him again. And you mentioned how active Kevin Koo has been with all these tag titles, with the singles titles. The body, man, as active as he's been, that body has got to be feeling every bit of that right now.
He's going for a dragon suplex. Oh my God! He just dumped him with a release dragon suplex on his head, folded to cover new champion. Look, the neck and the back of Koo have got to be substantially damaged. Now he's a guy who, we've said this before, Mose, but I think sometimes from a defensive position, he fights better. I think he's more dangerous sometimes when he gets hurt, but it doesn't matter if your neck's broken. I mean, that doesn't matter how tough you are.
The Forrest Griffin offense.
Absolutely.
But you've got Alex Kane looming over you, yanking you up by your hair just to do that.
Yeah, Kane's got to be careful though. You know, and what I mean by that is you can't get wrapped into this sort of thing where you become more focused on inflicting damage than winning the match.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes, maybe even more so in the high-stakes prize fights, guys want to have an impressive win. It doesn't matter if the win's impressive, it matters if you win or not. Yeah, the leg kicks from Koo have been a great equalizer for him at times.
Absolutely have.
In critical moments. He's going for that pain thriller. Yeah, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, can't do it.
That neck and back. And I think wisely, he airballed on that last leg kick.
Got back
Got in there.
Use the momentum, adds a huge head kick.
2.
He very nearly got the win there. That shows you that striking.
It shows you the striking, and I also think it shows you one of the issues you sometimes see. If somebody throws too many bombs early on, you know, it's the old punch yourself out thing, right? That takes a toll on you as well. It spends a lot of energy. He's going for a tiger suplex, is Koo. Trying to trap those arms in that chicken wing position. Kane. Man, Kane has hit some forearms right on the button to the midsection. Koo's hit a couple shots to the bread basket here.
That's right.
What's he going for here? Oh, no, X-Plug!
Oh, that lower back again.
Released it. 1, 2.
I mean, that could not have went any better. Obviously, I guess a 3 count, but that sequence
Very
for Alex
close.
Kane, man, nearly got him the
Very
win.
close. Ooh.
This might be the best Alex Kane we've ever seen.
Up there. Absolutely up there.
See Kevin fighting. Oh, fighting for position there to attack that left arm of Alex Kane.
Space. No, God.
Yo, Alex Kane is on one, and he's maybe about to be
With the grip. Release another high angle. Release suplex. 1, 2. Oh, who's got the arm? Who's got the arm?
Can he? Just like that. Kevin Ku's trying to get that arm bridge up. He knew. I think he's changing it up, Dylan. Changing it up the other side.
Trying to flip side. I mean, I don't think he cares what arm he gets. He just wants to get something. He just wants to get Kane in a defensive position. Kane trying to lean forward here. Oh, Jesus.
Huge right.
Just clubbed him. And that may have created the space that Kane needed in that moment.
More out of the suplex assassin who's just, ground and pound.
We've already seen a stoppage. We've already seen a stoppage on this show. Oof.
Yeah, I would say shiny shoes. He doesn't want to do it, but you got to think of the health of the competitors in there. Kane and Ku, let's say both up at their feet at the same time. Ku took an extra second, now gets some distance. Our champion is in a bad way. But you know what? He's still got a pulse, so he's still throwing. Nope.
Kane, I think, gotta be, I started to say he's gotta be worried about punching himself out here. Ku trying to fire back, no, gets punched. Man, he got punted right in the face. But over, Ku lands on his feet.
Right back
Axe
to the body.
kick.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a high heat.
Trying to deadlift him up.
No way.
Brainbuster! Into a cover, 1, 2. Oh, he's back on the arm. He's back on the arm.
Stretching. Ku's trying to get that arm. See Alex Kane not wanting to give hand fighting there.
Yeah, Kane has got a, I started to say a good position, and then Ku got a really good position where you could snap it on like a trick. And Kane trying to power out for this, drops him down.
Short power.
Oh! Ku's trying to work maybe a heel hook here. Anytime they've been on the canvas, even when Ku's been in a defensive position, can't able to get the rope there. Ku has immediately worked for a hold. At first I thought it was desperation, but I'm starting to think this may have been a game plan from the very beginning for the champion. He may have come in thinking, look, Kane's too good. I'm not going to be able to avoid every suplex. But when I'm down on the ground, I've got to fight back on what I've got. Turn him out. Into a cover, 1, 2, 3,
Oh, that does not get me closer. That's how close you are, Alex Kane.
Man, you'd be measuring if this was football.
Yeah.
You bring out the chains on that one.
Straps are down. Suplex assassin, maybe looking to add some gold.
Yeah, he's thinking maybe that X-Plex got that arm. And that arm has been damaged, folks.
Vicious knee. Kane down.
Oh no! To a high cradle. Two. Trying to tie him up.
Fight for it.
Oh wait! He trapped that arm.
Action Wrestling Champion, Kevin Ku.
Ku trapped that injured arm. Almost a flash submission, and I think what that shows you more than anything, Mose, is